Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Darkel, man. Look, man, I'm just gonna make a quick little video. I don't ever go on TikTok, but I'm gonna put this little video up everywhere: Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. I don't care wherever I gotta put it on. But people gotta know this. Y'all already know we're living in dire times. Like, this election is critical, in my opinion. This election is gonna depend. Is gonna determine the survival of our country, because this election shouldn't even matter what party you're from. You just need to have common sense and look at our country today and who's in power, and we need to try something new, that's for sure. So anyway, the point of this video is that today I took one of my daughters to go vote for the first time. She is 18 years old. The other one is 20 years old. Both of my daughters, this would have been their first election to be able to vote in, but they registered after October 7th. This video is mainly about that. If you are 18 years old and your birthday was October 7th and up, which means you were born anytime October 8th, 2006 or up, you will not be allowed to vote in this election. They have made a rule, which it has a cutoff, that if you, I don't care if you're 50 years old, if you register to vote after October 7th, so on October 8th, you will not be able to allow to vote. You will not be given a ballot. So I'm just telling you right now, this is a very unfair rule. Not just because of my daughter. I mean, imagine that you're an adult, you're 37 years old, you're a full-grown adult, and you moved from, let's say, you moved over here from New York City, you're living in Florida now, you just moved over here, and you go ahead, get your ID, you register to vote, and it's October the 8th, and you register to vote. You will not be allowed to vote in this election. Your vote will not count. And I'm telling you right now, I saw what happened in 2020. I feel that this is something that they are doing to try to steal the election again. They're doing little things like this. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, this shouldn't even matter whether you're Republican or a Democrat. This is going to affect everybody, because if you're a Democrat or Republican, it doesn't matter, or independent. If you registered after October 7th, they are not going to let you vote. And the law says that any U.S. citizen that is 18 years old should be allowed to vote. There should not be a restriction. You should be able to turn 18 today and go vote today. There should not be no restriction. This is a very unfair law, and we really need to reach out to Ron DeSantis. I've already sent him an email. You can all you gotta do is Google Ron DeSantis email, and it'll pop up, and you can send him an email. Let's blow him up with emails, because Ron DeSantis is for us. We already know he's for the people. We need to blow his office up with emails. We need to blow him up with phone calls. We need to let them know that this is a very unfair law, because this election is very, very critical to our country. Whether you're going left or right, it doesn't matter. This affects everybody. So that, I mean, think about it. You're turning 18 on October 8th. Let's say my daughter's turned, 18 after October 8th. But let's say you turned 18, or you just never registered. This is unfair. This election, anyone that has an ID that is 18 years old should be allowed to vote. Also, this country, these people, they're talking about letting illegal immigrants vote, or having people vote without no ID, like no ID voter registration. But you're not going to let an 18-year-old that registered, or any age that registered after October 7th, you're not going to let them vote. This is a very dangerous and very unfair rule, and we need to reach out to Ron DeSantis. Listen, I was in the office, and I made my complaint in there, and they were trying to give me a phone number to like some voter office or something, like the people in charge of vote. I don't want to talk to them, because first of all, I don't trust the voter registration office and none of those people that are in charge of voting, because we already see what they can do. I'm saying there was a sheriff at the damn place that would agree with me that why is she not being allowed to vote. But you know what? These are the type of things that they're doing, because they're going to do anything in their power to swing the election left or right. They're literally sitting there looking at these things, and I wonder if they're picking and choosing who they're going to allow to give a ballot to according to the party. Because I'm going to tell you right now, the ballots are right there. All they had to do was give my daughter her ballot and let her vote. But they wouldn't. They used the excuse that she registered after the October 7th. Even though she is registered, she has a registered voter identification number, and it says active. That is the most important thing. I get it. If you didn't register to vote, fine. But my daughters both registered to vote 2 weeks ago, and they're if you go on to the voter registration, it says active, which means they legally are allowed to vote in the United States of America. But here in Florida, somebody passed a law saying that if you registered after October 7th, even if you are registered and active to vote, they are not going to let you vote. This is to me, I'm sorry, but I don't trust the voting system. And to me, this is just a way that they're going to stop people from voting. And I'm wondering if some of the people in these booths are looking at the party, because they do see that the minute you swipe your ID, it pops up and it shows your party and it shows your registration status, which in my case, both my daughters were active, but they're probably looking at the party and they're using that little thing. Oh, you registered after the 7th, you cannot vote. This is not just about the party. It's, dude, if you were born on October 8th, you're not, 2006, you just turned 18, you're not going to be allowed to vote, buddy. Reach out to Ron DeSantis' office, blow his office up with emails, blow him up with phone calls. Let's get this law changed, because this is wrong. The main election is on the 5th, and we need something to get done, because this is not right. My daughter should be able to vote. You should be able to vote. And any American that moved over here, or a U.S. citizen that has been studying their ass off to become a U.S. citizen, like an illegal alien that's probably been here on a residency, has been studying, and finally became a U.S. citizen after October 7th, guess what? They are not going to let you vote in this election after you earned your right to be a U.S. citizen. Those that come here correctly and get the U.S. citizens, they are not going to be allowed to vote here if they register after October 7th. There should not be a cutoff date to register. They should just look at your ID, and if you are 18 years or older or a U.S. citizen, you should be allowed to vote. All right, fellas, I'm going to go ahead and cut it right here. Guys, remember, reach out to Ron DeSantis' office. Look him up on Google. His email's on there. I don't have it provided. I'm not that techie, but I'm going to tell you, you can go to Google and put Ron DeSantis emails. It pops right up. It is very simple. You click on it. It's right there. Send him, blow him up with emails, blow him up with phone calls. Let's get this done. Let's go.